Hi, my name is Kenzie Heslop. Sorry, that's my little girl in the background. She's having some fun on her gym mat. Today I'm going to be talking about a collection of books that I found at my local library. The collection of books are all about homelessness and the issues that the people have with food insecurity and things like that. Now, the first book that I found is called The Coat. Now, The Coat is a beautiful story about a little girl who looks up to her big sister, and her big sister owns this red coat that her little sister is obsessed with. One day, little sister gets the coat, and she is so excited to start wearing it, and she walks to school with her sister, and she sees a little family, a mom and a daughter that are homeless, sitting on the side of the road, and the little girl doesn't have anything warm on, and neither does the mom. So she decided to give her coat to that little girl. So it's a beautiful story that touches on the issues of homelessness, and it symbolizes comfort and security for someone who needed it. And then the next book that I found is called Home. Now, this story is about a family who was homeless due to an uncertain housing situation it's about them finding another place called home. And the next one that I was able to find at my local library is called The One Day House. Now, this house is about an old lady that doesn't have the money or the time to help fix her home to make it a better place to stay. And her neighbors get together and they make her home a beautiful place where she is able to have a lot of people come and gather and help her. So it's not quite about homelessness, but it is about the importance of helping others that need it most. Now, the next book that I was able to find is called Lulu and the Hunger Monster. So this book touches on food insecurity and how children also suffer from food insecurity as well as adults. So it's just about a little girl who's going to school and she doesn't have she doesn't eat any lunch because there's no food at her house to bring to school, and her parents don't have any money to buy lunch. So all of her friends band together and they each give her some food each day to help her fight the hunger monster. The next book that I found at my library is called A Place to Stay, A Shelter Story. Now, this book touches on the issues of homelessness in a child-appropriate way, and the book helps children understand what homelessness is and how shelters can help the homeless. And it also inspires people to help the homeless in their community. So in the back of the book that I thought was really special is that they included a page that teaches children about homelessness in shelters. So each section talks about what the shelters are and how they can help others. So it's a beautiful story that helps children understand and be able to help the people that are homeless in their community. The next book that I want to talk about is called The Dear Librarian. So this book is about a family whose dad lost their job and they lost their house as well. So they had to go find a new place to stay, and they lived with their families. And the little girl was sad because she didn't have her bed, she didn't have her house. So it just talks about how families can suffer from not having a home as well, and the struggles that they go through. And the Dear Librarian, the little girl does find home at the library. She writes letters to her public library librarian, and that helps her to feel better. The last story I want to talk about is called Saturday at the Food Pantry. Now, this book is about a mom and a daughter who suffer from food insecurity, and it takes a non-judgmental take on how people suffer from not having enough food. So it's about a mom and a daughter who go to the food pantry and they are able to get the food that they need. And the little girl makes the best of it, and she learns the importance of a food pantry and how it can help others and how it can help her and her mom. So those are all the books that I found from my collection. Thank you so much for watching.